Okay, welcome back to Beekeeping Basics with Danny. So, after the fiasco we had yesterday going into them two doing the split because we had swarm sales, what we're going to do today is we're going to go into this hive and see what's going on in this one. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with that. Right, okay, so there's bees all up in this top, but yeah, what we'll do is move this off of here, which is also taking that off of there, which I didn't want to do. Never mind, we can do that. So that's just a bit of fondant and pollen pate. That's on that, which I could do with removing. To be fair, it doesn't need to be on that. I'll remove all the stuff out of our feet. And I do have a brood box that I can put onto this. I'm hoping to put onto this today. Just have a little look in there on that. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little look through this now. Downside is I've got my frame holder over there, which is slightly annoying. So it's just stalls that they've stored up in there, just from previous. I'm just going to move that aside. And obviously the queen could be around this at any given point, so there's no queen excluder on here or anything like that. So I'm hoping that this hive is okay. Again, some more honey supers, and what I'm hoping to do is put the brood box on there, with giving them plenty of room with a load of empty frames. So again, that's just all stalls. Like I say, to give them the room that they're potentially going to want. Because I feel that they're going to certainly be needing it. Although there is room, and a beauty when we have the sun shining on this like this. You can see right in there, in the comb. Pretty sure that is eggs laid in there. It is very hard to tell, but so I'm pretty sure there are eggs all in that. So she is laying. I just really want to make sure that we have no nice brood on there. The open ones there is larvae laid in there. I'm just a little bit worried about this larvae layout, you know. Whether it's looking okay or not. I'll keep our eye on it. There's larvae all in there. Just keeping an eye on the brood pattern really. It's like making sure it's where it needs to be. Because of the mould and the damp that was in this hive, this is what's got me a little bit worried. Brood in there. Not cat brood, there is larvae in there. It looks to be okay. Same there. Just looking, there's lots of larvae in that as well. Excuse me not for talking so much, but I'm just really concentrating on this one, of what's actually going on inside. I've not come across the queen as yet. So I'd love a browse over this first, looking for the queen before I do my, deep inspection. Oh, there she is there. So our queen is actually up here. She's here with the red dot on her. So we know she's okay. I'll put her back in there where we know she's safe. And there's just checking whilst I've got this sun on it, see if that's eggs. So what have we got in here? We've got a brood, just a brood box. They're filling that out of stalls. So it's whether or not I open up this. I don't know why they're not sat down correctly. But what we'll do is we're going to move this out of the way for the time being. We'll stick the crown board back on there as well. Move this super off of here. And we'll have a little look in the lower one. Made a bit of comb there. So this is nowhere near as busy as our one that we've done a split in, as you can well see. I don't know whether there's a reason behind that, or whether that other one's just doing extremely well. Just some stalls from when they've previously been left, I'm guessing. Again, we'll just move that out of the way. Make sure we have no swarm cells is the key to this inspection. And that's just honey on there. Stalls on there. And what I might do is work out what ones I've got honey wise, see if I can make up an actual super, and then put the brood box on top of this because there might well be that we've got, you know, already we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, including that one down there, stores of honey. They're also working on putting honey into that, so I reckon we could get a super of honey, shifting them around slightly to introduce the queen excluder. There is cat brood on that. Again, I could potentially swap that, you know, with any stalls in the other one. So we know we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there of stalls. So some cat brood. I think we've had a recent fluctuation of bees. At least there's no sign of swarm cells. It's always good. We do have bees in there cleaning them out. Little bit of cat brood. Now whether that's just like that because they've recently it's always hard to see if that's eggs in there, whether they've recently just hatched out or not. I'd like to get an actual brood, you know, the brood frames into this hive. There's a nice brood pattern on that, so, you know, there. And again on that side, so it's not so bad. It's not as, for some reason I was expecting this to have, I can't think what it's called, where the mould, actually the damp of the hive over the winter damages it all. But she's still got, you know, a fair bit of laying room there. All different bits of pollen in there. So what I want to try and do is make up a super, if I can, being very careful because we know the queen is in here. So I know that we've got, it's going to be very tricky because I haven't got an empty box to put these in, which is slightly frustrating. It's you know, it's sitting them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got good stalls. That one also has some good stalls on it. So we're going to put that there as well. And then these all have brood on it. We could potentially, so what have we got there? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I know we had some in here with stores on it, so I'm pretty sure the outside one has. Yes. 6. So that'll be 7. 7. That'll be a good laying room there. 7. Let's have a look on the outside again. Just shifting that over slightly. 7, 8. 10. Being very, very careful. So what we do, we know the queen was there, so I'm gonna offload these into here, just checking because she was on one of these. Being very careful. It'd be nice to see her again if I could, just so I know that she is actually in here. So I'm going to keep an eye, because it was definitely on one of these 2 frames. It's not on that one. This is the thing, she moves about pretty damn rapidly. Can't see her on any of these at the moment, which is a little frustrating because I don't want to have to take all these out again. So I'll get these in order. Oh, just a really be nice right now if I could see that queen. There she is. Excellent stuff. So what I'm going to do is put her somewhere in the middle for the minute. Just double checking. She was on here, so yep, she's there. So we're going to place that into there nice and gently. Don't want to roll our queen, we don't want to kill this queen, we don't want to trap her. So there we have. Now what I'm going to do is we'll get these back into here, because this is basically all honey stalls. So we can get this back to some kind of method of how I want it, because I'm going to put the queen excluder underneath that once I've introduced my brood box, which is just over there, ready to go. So there we go with that. So that's ready now. That's good. We're going to get our brood box. Which also has stalls on it. I'm going to put it round that way. So this also has some stalls in it as well for them. Not that I think they need it, but like I say, they're all empty combs. So she now has a load of laying room. And when she starts getting busy in this, what I would do is I'll either keep it like that or I'll swap them so I have the brood box at the bottom. I may even just keep it like this. It doesn't really matter. At least then when I overwinter them this year, I could effectively know there was no brood, drone brood on that, so that's good. Because obviously the drones can't get through the queen excluder. So all stalls, that's all stalls, empty brood box, and a whole lot of, we've got a whole lot of, with the queen brood, cat brood, and so forth. So hopefully she will now move her way up into that brood box, and that will give her plenty of room, so they certainly won't want to swarm like the other hive did. But in all fairness, that other hive was massively, it was booming. It was, from my first inspection, it was absolutely full up, which I didn't expect in the slightest. On my second inspection, yep, as we saw, it was absolutely going to swarm. They had no room, but we dealt with it. That's all good. It's all good and well. We've sorted that out, and they're looking pretty good over there. That is our main objective. 16 days time, thereabouts, we should have a queen emerge. Do have a few, unfortunately there's a few slight injured bees in that. So we'll get that lid onto there. So that was good. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. It's a lot less stressful than it was yesterday. And that was one lesson I learnt. I am a newbie. See my videos from last year. I only started last year. And the one thing I've learnt is my first overwintering. So certainly come March of next year, everything in my garage will be ready for my first inspection. I will not be making that mistake again. So there we have it. So totally happy with that inspection. Went really good. Everything went how I wanted it to go. Like I said, I will reiterate it very quickly. Super full of stalls, basically all honey in there. We've now got an empty brood box. There's about 2 or 3 frames in there. It does hold stores, but most of it, 95% of that, is pure built up frames, comb, so she can get bang laying in them, given plenty of room now. And we've got obviously the super at the bottom, which has got all the cat brood. That's basically full up with all the cat brood, eggs, larvae, etc, etc, and the queen was down there. So bit of luck now. We've also introduced the queen excluder to stop them from coming up into this top. So we've just now basically got these where we wanted them on a brood and a half. So, well, I'm happy with that. That went a lot better than it did yesterday, granted. Both hives, it's nice to see the one that has the queen in it, which I'll let the foragers go back to the other hive there. We do have some, they're out on the front. We have a few doing a few figure of eights outside. Looks like a couple of them are actually pulling out old larvae. Literally one of the bees has come out with that, pulled it out from inside. So they're clearing up inside as well, from maybe the little bit of mess that we made yesterday. So yeah, I'm really happy. We're back to 3 hives. As quick as that, we're back to 3 hives. We're going to have a queen in that one in 16 days time. What's going to take about 5 days to get matured. She will then go out, hopefully get mated, come back. So all in all, let's say a maximum of 3 weeks hopefully, and that one will be laying eggs again with a new fresh queen, 2025 queen. And that'll be that. So I hope you enjoy watching these videos. I'm really sorry about the previous video. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but the mic didn't pick up the camera, which was really frustrating for me, because you know it was a good video with the split that we've done and all the rest of it. But unfortunately, there's not a lot I could do about that. But we've got it right today. That's the main thing. So yeah, if you like what you're seeing, feel free to subscribe. Please always subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit me with any comments. Always welcome. So until next time, ciao for now.